Hey guys, it's FitandFlo here, and in today's video we will be looking at the crypto market, the forex market, and the stock market. This video is particularly aimed at those beginners in the market space. You might be having some amount of money that you're planning to obviously grow, and you're just confused as to which one to enter into. Should you do crypto? Should you do the forex market? Or should you do the stock market? Now, this video is just going to be really comparing. Obviously, for myself, I prefer the crypto market, but I have my reasons. But before you go with what I said, I'll just be looking at all three of these and comparing which one would be a best fit for you. Now, when it comes to joining or starting an account with any of these three, the crypto market is fairly easy to open an account. Sometimes you might not even need ID. You can literally start, trading crypto without any form of ID whatsoever. However, I do recommend that you obviously provide your ID, because if they do end up getting regulated, which is something that, they have been talking about, then you can always prove that it's your wallet or it's your coins that are in the wallet. Starting crypto is fairly easy because you don't need a whole lot of money to get started. You could literally start buying cryptocurrency with as little as $10. So anyone can literally start trading crypto. When it comes to forex market, it's also quite easy to get started. You don't need a whole lot of money. However, joining wise, you do need to provide some form of IDs and also personal information such as, your tax file number, because obviously you would need to pay some capital gain tax if you are making profit. Going on to the stock market, getting started as well, it's not so easy, only because most of the brokers will not let you actually buy any stock market with amount less than $500, and sometimes maybe the lowest one would be like maybe $300. I know for myself, because I actually use Comstack, the minimum is $500, and that will only allow you to buy literally just one stock. When it comes to getting verified, obviously you need to provide your ID and sometimes even resident. I think you need to provide your residential address as well as your tax file number, only because you're obviously buying shares or stocks into a company, so you pretty much own part of that company, and yeah, they probably need to know a little bit more about yourself. When it comes to regulations, like I said, crypto market is not yet regulated. I hope obviously it stays that way. I don't know, but I feel like it's a good thing. I mean, the whole point of crypto is for it to be decentralized, so there isn't any regulations. However, with that comes a bit of risk. It's been subjected to a lot of scams. There's been a lot of exchanges. Even Binance has been hacked, so that is a little bit of downside. So if you leave your money on an exchange, chances of it getting hacked, it's not likely, but it has happened before. Actually has happened multiple times, so yeah, not so good. But with forex, obviously they are regulated, so the brokers are regulated. In Australia, they're regulated by ASIC, which is the Australian Security and Investment Commission, which is a good thing, because at least they can look over and control what is going on. Stock market is the same as well. They are regulated by ASIC in Australia. It's a good thing that someone is overlooking what the companies are doing, because sometimes they can publish something fishy that can drive the market. And as you guys know, if you look in the United States, I don't know if you guys know about Lehman Brothers in 2008. It literally collapsed because directors weren't honest. When it comes to cost, cryptocurrency has quite a lot of fees. There's like gas fees and all that kind of stuff, and when you're transferring money, every time you transfer or swap a coin, there's always fees associated with it. Buying something on Uniswap is like OMG. All that it can amount to being so much, to the point where you're just like, okay, what am I even doing here? Like, do you know what I mean? Forex market, on the other hand, is fairly cheap because you only pay for the spread. So it's not as expensive, and yet it's also easy. Obviously, you don't need a lot of money to get started. So I feel like forex market has more benefits there. The stock market, on the other hand, it's not so cheap as well. I'll speak in terms of Comstack, because I use ComSec, and to sell or buy your stock under $1,000 is about $10. But then if you're trying to sell some stock over $1,000, then it becomes $19.95 or almost $20. So altogether, it can be fairly expensive, because if you are doing this 5 times or 10 times in a day, then you can imagine that $100 or $200 is gone just by trying to swap or sell your stock. So that is also quite expensive actually. Now, when it comes to liquidity, cryptocurrency, OMG, is not very liquid. Most of its liquidity can be found in Bitcoin and some of the major altcoins. But if you are trying to, again, buy some small coins that you can find, in some very rare exchanges, there isn't any liquidity, that is not a good thing, because the whole point of you actually buying the coin and for it to grow is so that you'll be able to sell it back. And if you can't sell it back when you need it, then what's the point? Do you know what I mean? However, in Forex, there is high liquidity, like literally about over 5 trillion passes through the Forex market. So best believe if you have some foreign currency, you'll be able to definitely exchange it like fairly quickly. The stock market, on the other hand, it's not so bad, unlike crypto. It's sort of like in the middle, definitely better than crypto, because crypto is fairly new and some of the coins are not even trusted. Some of them might even be scams. So yeah, the stock market is a little bit better than crypto, but definitely not nowhere near as close as the Forex market. Now, when it comes to trading hours, if you're like me and you're a busy person and you work normal hours, then the crypto market might be accommodating to you, because they actually open 24/7. You will always have time to look into the cryptos and obviously trade or buy crypto and sell them anytime. The Forex market, on the other hand, opens 24 hours, but only for 5 days. So it doesn't actually open on the weekend. But at the same time, I feel like 5 days a week is pretty good, because even if you're working like 9 to 5, you still have time after 5 to do something, to look into some of the currency pair and obviously trade them. So it's a bonus. Stock market, not so much, because they literally only open, I think, 9 to 5. So if you work Monday to Friday 9 to 5, then good luck in trying to obviously trade at the stock. But again, stock market is usually a long-term thing, so you do your research, and then after that you obviously set whatever your limit or whatever how much you want to buy, and then it will get executed anytime, whatever, even when you're at work, it will get executed. So it's not really a bad thing, but if you're someone that always constantly want to check what's going on, then it might not be so good. So how about gaining some money? When it comes to gaining extensively, I feel like all of them you can make a lot of money. The stock market is quite slow. However, the Forex market and the crypto market, you can make quite a lot of money like fairly fast. With the crypto market, literally you can lose all your money in a heartbeat. But then at the same time, you can also make, it can make you a millionaire within a heartbeat at the same time. So it's very risky. But there has been, there's been a coin that has done 10,000 multiplied 10,000 times within 24 hours. That's how crazy cryptocurrency is. But usually on a normal day with some of the altcoins, you can actually do 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x is very common. 1,000x as well, it's fairly common. 10,000x is not as common, but it has happened before, so it can definitely make you rich like very, very quick. The Forex market as well, with the leverage, you definitely can make a lot of money. Stocks market, again, like I said, it's a long-term thing. Usually when you're in the stock market, you're looking into the future. You obviously have done your research, you've looked at the company's balance sheet, and you know what the future of that company is, you believe in them, and you stick with them through the long run. Crypto market can also be a long-term thing, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now becoming a long-term investment. So people are actually trading some altcoins, some smaller coins, making money, and then putting that money in some of the other stable coins like Ethereum, for example, and investing that way. When it comes to the amount of effort you put in, I think all of them requires a lot of attention and research. However, I feel like the stock market might require more attention. So you need to do a lot of research and find out exactly the kind of companies you want to invest in. Look at their balance sheet, look at the company structure, their CEO, their board of directors, and see whether you see any future growth in the company that will obviously entice you to invest in that company for the long term. The Forex market, on the other hand, you do have to also do quite a lot of research on the technical side. So people usually go way back to 2 or 3 years and look at the trends to see if they can identify trends. Some people prefer the fundamentals as well, so they will look at what is happening within that country or within that market and obviously trade that way. Economic news and some of the current events can definitely influence the Forex market, but not as much as what it does in crypto. Cryptocurrency is crazy, you guys, because cryptocurrency can literally move simply because some influencers talked about it. Alright, so from what I've just shared with you guys, you can tell that cryptocurrency is one of the riskiest. So then why would I choose cryptocurrency over Forex market and stock market? Now, the reason why I choose the cryptocurrency, and by the way, I literally right now as I am speaking, I have about 70% of my money in cryptocurrency, which is crazy. I know. But I just like the excitement that comes with crypto, and to be honest, I've actually made more money in crypto than I have in the Forex. Now, I feel like we are in the beginning phase of crypto, and I feel like there's just something huge or something major or like a big transformation that is going to happen because of crypto. And I feel like the world is going to be on like a plain level where we are all equal. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like we're just in the beginning, and I just want to be part of this whole movement. But that's not the main reason why I obviously choose crypto. I obviously choose crypto because for me, I feel like I've made more money in crypto in a short period of time than I have in the stock. The Forex market, I have made money in a very short amount of time as well. However, I've lost it straight after gaining the money, so it doesn't really count. And by the way, I still participate in all three of them. I still buy shares and I still do trading here and there. Alright guys, that is all for me today. Let me know what you guys think. If you have some amount of money and this is your first time trying to invest or at least grow your money, which market would you